I am Shanti and I am the mother teacher of 50 kids of third class English medium in our school. Today I would like to share a few memories which I treasured and which transformed me from a teacher to a parenting educator. In fact, I speak very less outside and I want my actions to speak. I am going to take a little more time of yours. Kindly bear with me. If at any point of time you feel bored, please stop listening to me. I don't know whether I'm a good teacher or bad. If I am good, it's because of my kids, my school kids. If I am bad or rude, it's because of the circumstances. We have started English medium in 2013 in our school. I was the first mother teacher of the first batch English medium. I followed Kendriya Vidyalaya books for 2 years and from third class onwards state books. KV books are quite rich resources for kids to learn a lot of English, drawings, dramas, etc. Ishwar, an intelligent student but never interested in drawings. Gautam, a newly joined kid, he was very excellent in drawings, and I started praising him all the time, and all other kids started admiring Gautam's drawings. Suddenly, one day, Ishwa started practicing pictures from textbooks and other from notebook covers, ignoring my lessons and other classworks and homeworks. Children started complaining, but I said, let him, let him. I ignored him for 2 days, and within no time, there was a miracle. Ishwar became the best artist in the class, and gradually he started winning many prizes, school level, mandal level competitions. See, friends, a word of appreciation creates miracles, and I never miss a single moment to appreciate my kids in my class. And Ishwar played a key role in my life to introspect myself and take up some social responsibilities. His mother, a deserted wife with 2 boys, came to me one day crying and literally trying to touch my feet and requested me to join them in a hostel, as her health condition was very bad and unable to earn for them. I literally moved and uh, Ishwar entered in 4th class at that time. uh, TS Gurukula Common Entrance Test notification was just there, and for the first time, that is in the year 2007, I approached all my parents, and out of 40, 21 parents agreed to apply for Gurukula. Right from the application, admission, getting Gurukula material, coaching, uh, conducting mock tests, and arranging vehicle to Suryapet for entrance examination, result part, admission process, guiding them for certificates, everything I handled and I coordinated because it was the first time. So out of 21, 15 kids got seats in various Gurukulas along with other students with a good marks, and Ishwar stood fast in the district, I suppose. I become a little bit emotional, and I I came to know how the job satisfaction would be. Okay. For the last 5 years, me and my colleagues continuing this legacy with multiplied seats in curriculums and triple admissions in our school. There was another genius, Pavan, in my class, in Ishwa's class, and an all-rounder also, an all-rounder, very obedient. One day when I returned school after finishing my lunch at home, Pavan and along with his friends waiting for me near office room. His face was pale, and after seeing me, Pavan came running towards me and saying, "Teacher," and hugged me and burst into tears. There, Pavan saw his mother in me, and I saw my son. I become emotional too and asked, "ఏమైంది నాన్న? ఏమైంది?" So his friend said, the male teacher who was the in charge of midday meals on that day hit Pawan with a strong ruler hardly. The reason was just for turning back while standing in the queue. Pawan's little finger got severely injured and the skin was ruptured and suffering with severe pain and bleeding. I literally cried, but it was not. I was not supposed to scold or blame the teacher in the kids' presence, and I consoled Pawan saying, "Nana kavalani kottundaru nana. It might be not intentional, nana. It might be accidental. Please forgive him, nana," I said. He nodded his head, and later Pawan was taken to the hospital and then home. After school, I called Pawan's father and asked how Pawan was. He said he's okay now, teacher. Pawan fell down in the school while playing in lunchtime and sir taken him to the hospital. As if I was not aware of that incident. The truth was hidden by Pawan. I was speechless. How big heart Pawan has got and how narrow the teacher got. I learned forgiving from Pawan. And there was another boy, Akhil, master of mathematics, and Akhil and his two brothers were brought by a person from a village near Surapet and joined in our school. And that person runs an orphanage, but no single real orphan they brought there. There was so much wrong happened, and the kids suffered a lot. I witnessed some incidents too, and they did not allow me to apply for Gurukula or join in any welfare hostels. Neither they treated the kids properly, and they used to call them as orphans and get benefited from the donors. One day, I still remember Akhil's face and his wet eyes saying, "Teacher, అందరూ మమ్మల్ని అనాథలు అంటున్నారు, teacher." I was unable to speak for a moment, but I decided strongly to get my kids out of that hell. And I happened to fight alone against the system and the authorities. And those were the days of my hardships. Finally, I could do what I wanted to do. Akhil got 4th rank in BC Gurukula entrance and joined in Miryalguda Gurukula school along with his friends Ganesh and Vishnu and others, his homemates. Akhil's brothers also got seats in private schools in Surapet under best available scheme or something. It was a happy ending. From this incident, I came to know. I never know the boldness of mine, and it was my kids who made me strong. There are hundreds of incidents and memories with kids with which I am still transforming myself, dear friends. Now, usually short intervals and lunch breaks are my Maryada Ramanna and Rachavanda times. A bunch of kids hold the hands of an accused and the other bunch of the victims and present before me. And elder children from other classes follow them, expecting an action sequence in my court. And I listen to the arguments from both sides. And if the crime is severe, the case will be sent to the Pedraidu's court, that is HM's court. And if it is in my jurisdiction, the punishment I impose is they will have to shake their hands, have to hug each other, say sorry to each other, and wipe each other tears if they get, and they say it's okay to each other, and sit side by side for the next class. There ends the matter, and literally no more bitterness carried. And recently, I was quite surprised with an incident. A 5th class child brought my 3rd class kid holding both of his hands and followed by a gang of witnesses and placed before me. And he said, "Teacher, మీ క్లాస్ వాడు నాకు రాయేసిండు టీచర్." "Oh, అవునా? ఎందుకు నాన్న?" I asked the culprit. కాదు టీచర్, అన్న వాళ్ళే ఫుట్బాల్ అటు పోతుంటే నన్ను తెమ్మన్నారు. నేను తేకుంటే అన్నే ఫస్ట్ తల మీద కొట్టిండు టీచర్. నేను రాయేసిన. మళ్ళీ కొట్టిండు టీచర్, హీ సెడ్. And I listened the arguments from both sides, and I was getting ready polishing my judgmental skills, and I was about to speak. Suddenly I heard a voice saying, ఆయనంటే చిన్న పిల్లగాడు కదా, తెలియక చేసిండు, నువ్వు పెద్దవాడు కదా, నువ్వు కొట్టొద్దు కదా, టీచర్కి చెప్పాలి కదా. It's Vaishnavi, my third class junior civil judge, and my replica. I was astonished and said, అరే వినండిరా వైష్ణవి మేడం, జడ్జ్ మేడం కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పారు. ఎవరైనా తప్పు చేస్తే మా దగ్గరికి తేండి, మీరు కొట్టొద్దు, ఓకే? And there were laughs all over the class, and there ended the matter. They said sorry to each other and shook their hands and dispersed. We have to make the issue lighter, not to complicate. We are under surveillance, dear friends. Kids are observing us keenly, very keenly. Recently, I faced never before and ever after incident in a school. When I returned school after my lunch, from a distance itself, I felt something wrong bitterly happened in the school. All the faces of kids seemed frightened. Some of them were shivering, and most of the kids were crying loudly. And there I found a panic atmosphere, and I asked an elder kid who seemed a little worryless, what happened in the school, Nana? He briefed me that a girl from 5th class touched the lemons, turmeric and kumkum and all lying in the ground, and some notorious students starting frightening her, saying, oh my God, the ghost will catch you, and the ghost will attack you and take you away. Saying it repeatedly, the poor girl who was staying with her grandparents or grandmother became hysteric and closed her eyes and faced tightly and shivering. She seemed very weak, because of lack of nutritious diet, I felt. After comforting and consoling her, I rushed to my class. There I found the faces of most of my kids were frightened, and few are crying like anything. I asked, "Arey, emaindira? Why are you crying?" And after listening my voice, the intensity of their cries was increased, and a few of them ran towards me and hugged me and started crying loudly again, and they were shivering. I held their hands and started laughing loudly. It continued for more than a half a minute or minute, and all my kids were puzzled and started staring at me, and they forgot crying. I asked them, "Have you ever seen any dead body of any animal roadside?" They said yes. "What happens to the body afterwards?" I asked, and they said it gets decomposed. Okay, the same thing will happen to our body if it buried, and it get into ashes if it is fired, I told them. And then I asked again, have you ever seen a ghost of a dog or a ghost of a buffalo or a ghost of a butterfly, crow or a dragonfly? They started laughing at me, said no. How come a dog and butterfly can become a ghost, teacher? They said. If no other animal can become a ghost after death, then how come a human? I asked. There I felt I need to inculcate scientific thought and attitudes among the kids right from that age only. I started washing their minds in my own way through stories and all. And sooner I saw the result. The very next day, when Ujjwal, who was absent the other day, started arguing with me. "Teacher, దయ్యాలుంటాయి టీచర్, తెల్ల చీర కట్టుకొని జుట్టు విరబోసుకొని గాల్లో తేలుతుంటాయి టీచర్," he said. And Lokesh started arguing. "నువ్వు చూసావారా?" On my behalf, he started arguing with Ujjwal. "నువ్వు చూసావారా? గాల్లో ఏమైనా తేలలేస్తాయారా? దయ్యాలు ఉండవురా. చీకట్లో షాడో చూసే మనం భయపడతాంరా. and the other kids also joined him. There was no chance for me to speak, and there ended my role, I felt. These incidents seem to be very silly and funny for us guys, but their impact on the tiny brains lasts long. Deal them very carefully, guys. Remember, friends, we are all under surveillance, and my world is twined with their world, and my classroom is the laboratory for me, and kids are my objects, and I am their library, and I am their Google. We love each other, we play with each other, we share everything, we sing, we dance, and even we feel pain of each other's. And I taught them everything I know, like origami, drawing, pot painting, clay art, Wurley art, painting with thumbprints, and I maintained their 5 years profiles. I captured their cute photos and videographs, and I treasured. In turn, I got their pure love, flawless smiles, adorable hugs, and many life skills I adopted from them, like giving, forgiving, being honest, being pure, and being lively always. And the statistics will definitely surprise you guys. We get first ranks in model school entrances, we get seats in sports schools, we won prizes in state level balotsavs, and much more. And we organized mandal level science fair, we celebrated Matrubhasha Varotsaval for 7 days, and we celebrated school anniversary with more than 45 varieties of skits, dramas, dances, and all. And we created 2 YouTube channels for our kids and parents. We took our kids to high schools, junior colleges, degree colleges, and nearby engineering colleges for exposure and as well as twinning. Kids are our mirror images, friends. What and how we project ourselves, the same reflection we'll get. I often see my reflections in children of my class. Some look funny, some seems proud, some I feel unwanted, and I feel very bad, and I immediately correct myself. Everything, the way you speak, the way you handle the issues, the way you show anger, everything is under surveillance, guys. Our expressions, our gestures, everything will be copied. Let us imprint ourselves positively on the tabula rasa of our tiny minds. It's not just teaching what we are doing in schools, guys. It's purely parenting and educating.